Okay, it went pretty well, I thought. Now, Gary, sorry you left in a huff. You got interrupted, but I had been saying in chat to the other guys to go ahead and bring up another subject. Yes, Casino brought it up sort of abruptly, and it took him about a half an hour, 45 minutes after I had said that. Um, but that's why he did that and why I just let it go that way. I still would like to talk to you very much about what we're talking about, local politics and software infrastructure for debates and public debate that could that relates to our ideas on local activism as well as our interests in philosophical discussions and political discussions like we already take part in. Kazino McCool was there. Gary, um, and thanks to Gary, really gets going. I think in this debate room format, it's one of the main problems is people were having trouble with that link. It went straight there, but then it would hang up, and their debate version of their chat room is still in beta. But it has two big docs in the middle and just four other docs. I think it is a good kind of a room for push to talk kind of mute when you're not talking. Works a little bit more that way, even though you still have to mute yourself and whatnot. So that was good. Silver Soul. I get Candles confused. I'm really bad moving back and forth. He was using his real name, so I think that's Silver Soul. Sorry, Silver Soul, or if I got it wrong, who that was. I think so. I'm sure, but I just haven't checked. Okay. Um, MJ Rocks was there, and also pissed off Gary. Um, and there were those were the people on dock, I think. Um, oh, apropos of wet snow, yeah, that's also, and that was really good. Now, I think there might have been more people. I saw people were coming and leaving, and they were having these technical difficulties where you had to reload or get in the slower way, the official Stick'em way instead of the direct link. So that's too bad. But as far as I was concerned, there was no problem with that because there was an active conversation, which is why I do these sorts of things, and it was very interesting. Uh, so I hope everybody else felt the same way, and maybe I'll keep doing those every once in a while. It's nice that it works as a. You can't just do it anytime you feel like it. The clock has to sort of be at the right time. If it is at the right time, then there's enough people wandering around that can work, which is good because setting up one at a particular time, my schedule isn't so regular that I can take a 4 hour break once a week or something. Um, though, if somebody else wants to run a room too, because I really feel something like that should be weekly, we could trade off and just make sure there's always somebody to run it. Because I think maybe it's time to see if we can have a live version of what goes on when these conversations get really vibrant. Stick'em is really cool when that happens. Of course, most of the time it gets into small talk and the lulls happen. It's like when you start the first, uh, the room at first, you have to wait for people to show up. Sometimes there can be periods like that in the middle, and it gets into just regular stick and banner. I'd like to have a critical mass of hosts and people that want to come take part. That ideally there aren't. I just don't have a lot of energy for the hour that gets spent in a stickum room when this topic, comes to someone's costume and their sexual jokes and and I don't know. I just don't have a lot of patience for small talk in that atmosphere because I do small talk in the real world with people in a face-to-face thing, and in the online debate I really have just pretty much time for you know discussing philosophy. And as you can see, I can discuss it with anybody. You don't have to be sophisticated by my standards or really anything. Just wanting to talk and being able to go back and forth and actually listen and actually say how you feel. But that is a high standard. It's just because a lot of people don't want to do that. But anyway, the room was absolutely not that. It was just exactly like I would like, and I had a chance to talk to some people I talked to anyway, get a little bit extra communication that you can't do in the slow motion back and forth. I love the slow motion back and forth of a reply, and then whenever you want to during today or tomorrow or even a week later, make your reply. I like that, but there is some stuff that gets missed that you can do in a real time back and forth. So it was good, interesting, and yeah, thanks for everybody that came and was a part of the conversation, or even those who just came and watched it. Thank you too, I guess.